how far we are. We're about to have digital currencies. Digital currency, man. Soon flying cars. All that stuff that we've been watching as a kid is coming true because we've all been predictive programs. Like it's all done by design, guys. Getting you to have this more natural way of coexisting with these technologies through TV and movies. Because imagine if we went back to like the 1600s with an iPhone, they would think it's like witchcraft. They legit would think it's like witchcraft, like taking pictures and selfies and stuff like that. They would be so confused, man. Welcome back to Euphoric Consciousness, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well today. It's a beautiful day out finally. Some pretty crappy weather lately, but I love this so much, so I'm happy. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about the age that we're in and how unique it really is. So the internet was created in like early 2000s or like 1998 or something like that. Probably earlier than that a little bit, but it's only been like 23, 24-ish years of the internet being alive, and it's already evolved an extraordinary amount. Like, to see where it started and to see where we are now with the amount of exposure that the world gets and how close-knit we are as a civilization is really cool to think about, because we can communicate with anyone and like make videos like this, and anyone in the world could watch this video, and through this like YouTube channel we can create a community of people at the same time. So it's really just bizarre that we live in such a monumental era of life where we really do have complete connection between just from one another. We have a complete connection, which is really, really cool. So I was thinking about this, and I've noticed that there's like a massive awakening, I guess you could call it, if you want to call it that. I would consider awakening of consciousness, where all these apps really are starting to just show a lot more about life itself rather than consumption and throwing random twerking videos or buying a bunch of cars with a bunch of money, trying to give you this idea that you have to have money and cars and fame to be happy and all this stuff in between. And I'm starting to see this change though, like where people are tired of this stuff. Like, we've gotten to the point where it's like we're tired of all this desensitized content, sexualized content, like hookup culture is just thrown right in our faces, and people are starting to wake up to this and really be like, nah, this is not something that I want to pursue, or let alone really I want other people to pursue, just because it's desensitizing us from preserving ourselves for someone who's actually like worth our energy and actually going to give us the things that we're looking for in a partner, rather than just momentary satisfaction or just someone to feel comfortable with, like to hold on to this person as like a source of life, really. And it's interesting because the more I think about this and the more I realize is there are a lot more people like me specifically out in this world, which is really comforting, because I often feel like the odd one, not the odd one out, not anymore, but I used to feel like the odd one out, and almost like over dramatic, I guess, or too deep, which is what I get this from my mom, really, which is kind of funny. Watch my other video about generational personalities, and it might explain a lot of stuff about you. I can leave it up in this corner right here. The more I see, and the more I'm realizing, is like on social media and just in general, is like no one really cares about you at the end of the day. Like, obviously if you have close-knit people, that's different, but just generally no one really cares about you. Like, no one is going to give two craps about what you post on social media, what you have to say. And through that, I think that's allowing people to become more authentic at the end of the day, and to actually be posting things of value rather than posting pictures just to post. Which is not, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's the intent of the content that you're trying to produce, then by all means post all the pictures you want. But instead of just like posting to feel like you're part of this trend, not trend, but part of this this world that we live in, I just don't see any value in that. And I'm starting to see people really kind of switch and turn around and actually start posting something of value that is more than just keeping up with the internet, really. So it's an interesting time to really be alive, and I think being able to utilize this era too to your benefit is going to be a tremendous thing to look back on, because we really are, like, guys, we're my age. I was born in 2000, Gen Z, I think. I don't know. We are like the first in like 1995 to now. Like, we are the very first generation to have this relation with everyone in the world, and internet and social media and connection. Think about that. We're the very first generation in the entire existence of in human life to have the connection that we have right now. Like, that's trippy, man. And that's what I like love about like euphoric consciousness, is being able to kind of like point these things out, to put things into better perspective for you guys, and to kind of like really allow you to be more engaged with this world we live in, because it's not just this repetitional kind of lifestyle where you just do a 9-to-5 job and you work your way through the rat race and waste your life away. It's like, it's so much more than that. So being able to recognize the era that you're in and the opportunity that you have through this connection is going to serve you very, 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 very well. Like, it's crazy. So the more I keep like kind of like studying like human behavior and where we're at right now as a civilization, is there's so much coming to light too, with like past history, corruption. I'm a big crypto guy, and there's a lot of light being shed on how corrupt the SEC is and how they're doing insider trading and giving Ethereum and Bitcoin free passes and blocking out any other cryptos. Like, there is so much light being shed on corruption within the world right now. We're about to have a huge financial crisis. The stock market's going to crash soon. And people are starting to wake up to this stuff and notice that we are in a very corrupt society, and in a world, not just society, just a world in general. And it just gives me a lot of hope that we are going to like rise up from this negative world that we're in into something much more positive and more connected and just joyful overall. And I think the world is in the state that it's in right now just because of the very fact that the internet exists. And I mean, that's just my opinion at the end of the day. So I mean, there's obviously different opinions that can be stated, but I do think that the internet is one of the main reasons we are at this state of life right now, in terms of corruption being exposed and people and organizations and other such things just creating certain illusions to keep people distracted while they run around and make billions and trillions of dollars and keep like 90% of the currency to themselves. So I'm just very excited to see what happens in the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. I can't even imagine what life is going to be like when I'm like 90, 100, 120 years old, 130 years old. I'm going to be an old ass person. And I'm just beyond like intrigued to know how fast life is going to evolve, because again, 23 years the internet has existed, and look how far we are. We're about to have digital currencies. Digital currency, man. Soon flying cars. All that stuff that we've been watching as a kid is coming true, because we've all been predictive programs. Like it's all done by design, guys. Getting you to have this more natural way of coexisting with these technologies through TV and movies. Because imagine if we went back to like the 1600s with an iPhone, they would think it's like witchcraft. They legit would think it's like witchcraft, like taking pictures and selfies and stuff like that. They would be so confused, man. But really just being able to take this, I guess, realization and using it to your benefit, like I said, is going to serve you well. So if you get anything out of this video, let it be that we are at such a pinnacle period of life, point of time, to really rise up as a civilization and to just create, man. Just to create. And also on that though is like we have to take a better care of the world that we're in, to keep our oceans clean, to keep our rivers clean, like just be better with throwing stuff away, being better with realizing the food that most people eat are full of cancer causing properties, like inflammatory properties to keep you sick at a low state of vibration. Like all these things are so important. Like just being aware of your conscious actions that you take is going to be the most important thing for yourself and just for humanity itself. Just don't be doing anything that you know is blatantly wrong or just gross or just polluting. Like just be better. Really, it's not hard at the end of the day. It's really just making the choice to do the right thing. If you don't, I mean, do it for yourself. Like, not even to make yourself feel good, really. I mean, it's just the right thing. Like, preserving the world that we live in and being able to preserve your mind at the same time is extremely important. So just do it for yourself at the end of the day and take this opportunity and capitalize on it. And be very grateful that we have this opportunity, that we're born at this time of life. We are born at this very point in time. Out of any point in life that we could have been born, we're born now with technology, smartphones, social media. That's crazy. And I want to be able to, again, build up a community with you guys and just think and philosophize, if that's a word. I think it is. Just talk, I don't know, get in touch with humanity again, because we're de-evolving as a species, if you ask me. But that's another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what y'all thought or think. I know probably many of you think about this stuff too if you're watching my stuff. Yeah, give me a like, subscribe, turn on post notes. I'd appreciate it, because it's hard getting views, bro. Eventually. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, peace out.